All right, welcome. I welcome you guys here to the Leadership Training Workshop. All right, I hope you guys had a fantastic day today. Today is Tuesday, and we're going to be speaking today about vision. That's the characteristic we're going to be going over today. But before we go into that, we need to get a little bit of a backdrop pertaining to what vision pertains and things of this nature. So, one of the things I come to find is that today the world is facing some significant challenges. And while many capable women are stepping up to meet these challenges, there's still a need for strong male leaders. There's still a need for strong male members. We as men, we're not doing what it is that we're not reaching the plateau that we are called to reach, but women are coming and meeting a lot of those things that we as men, as leaders, ought to be uh, conquering, are reaching. And we thank women for that. But men, we are leaders. We are called to lead. It's our job. So let's get in position to do what we were called to do. Young men are looking for someone to model themselves after. And if you notice, one of the things I come to find is their models are Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and Scarface and all these individuals that are doing things, are up to things that are not going to be conducive to the corporate world. What I mean by the corporate world is, we want to make money to take care of our families, ourselves, buy some of the toys you want to get. But at the same time, we have to realize that it's going to take us to shift our mindset and shift those models in which we are portraying. A lot of these models are, I'm not going to say they're good, I'm not going to say they're bad, but it just depends upon where you want to end up. There is a character for the street, but that street character is not going to get you into the corporate world. Neither is the corporate world going to get you into that street mentality or that the prospering street mentality, put it like that. You understand? So we are in a time where we need men to step up, to step out of their comfort zone and risk and fight for what they believe in. And I truly believe that, that higher power, I would say, is trying to push us and direct us into the purpose in which he purposed us for. But we have a choice. So we can go left or we can go right. But understand me, if you're wanting to shift your character and your reputation and to be seen as a leader in the community, there may be some things that you may want to adjust. So, having a strong leadership skill can help you to get ahead in life. But with a strong leadership character, you're more likely to retain your position. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you're able to maintain the position you get. There's many people that have a lot of great talents, but a jacked up character. And with that, what you'll see is that individuals will put up with you for a period of time, and then they'll be like, I mean, you're great, you have great talents, man, but I can't put up with your attitude or your behaviors, and they let you go. But when you have a positive character, you have the ability of not just retaining your position, but getting new opportunities. Doors will open for you. So these are some of the reasons why I wrote the book and why I'm coming forth with this podcast is to assist young men and older men to look within themselves and to adjust and tweak the characteristics that they've been moving in. If you're not happy with where you're at, pay attention. If you're happy, you may pick up some skills that may take you to a higher level. What does it take to be a successful leader? This is a great question. What does it take to be a successful leader? If you ask 10 people, you'll probably get 10 different answers. But there are some common characteristics that most successful leaders share. And this is what we want to cover, what we want to look at. What are these common characteristics that these leaders share that have put them in a position to have a great following and be successful? We'll cover over the next 9 weeks these characteristics and how we can develop them and become more effective leaders. How we can become more effective leaders. Now, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18, it says this: when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild. But whoever obeys the law is joyful. What is he saying? We are individuals that were created by a higher being. And when that higher being created us, he created us with purpose. What do I mean? With something to accomplish. Okay? So with these things, he's doing what he needs to do to push us and shift us into the position that he created us to fulfill. But one of the problems is we have a mind and a choice. So we can either deny the direction and go our own direction or follow his lead. We all were born with purpose. Every one of us. A vision is a divine revelation leading us into our purpose. So many of us have had visions and dreams and thoughts of being something that is probably totally outside of our reach. And what I mean by that is, as we look at ourselves, what we've been, what we've gone through, what we've done, our behaviors, all these type of things, when we see these things, we say, oh, that ain't me. But yes, it is you. You've just gone your own separate way. But the power that be wants to shift you and put you on the road that's going to lead you to the purpose in which he has for you. And on that road of purpose, you have success, you have peace, you have joy, and you have the ability to be there for those others in your community. For those others in your community. Now, if you want to lead well, you must have divine guidance. We can't lead ourselves. Why? Because we weren't the one that set the blueprint for our lives. Now, we can lead ourselves in the direction we want to go, and that's what most of us are doing, going in the direction in which we choose to go. But divine guidance is listening and following the divine source that is giving us the information and direction to go. And if we choose to go that way, we will probably see things in our lives begin to shift and begin to change so that we're able to accomplish the purpose in which we were created for. Now, without a vision, we are like a ship without a rudder. A ship without a rudder. Just imagine a ship without a rudder. You can't turn it left. You can't turn it right. It's just drifting aimlessly along without a real purpose or direction. Many of us are living a life as such. We are just drifting. We're going along. We're doing whatever, but we don't have a purpose or direction in which we want our lives to go. And if we do, We allow the distractions of the world to come in and pull us off of the track of our purpose. And then we have to find our way back. Now, our higher power gives us a purpose, and he will direct us to it. It's our job to follow his lead, not our own. Why? Because he created us for a purpose and with a purpose. If you take, and I give you this business card right here, this business card is a purpose. It's to give my information to the individual that I give it to. Now, I can't use this card to eat with because it's not a fork. I can't use this card as a key to start my car or open the house. It has a purpose, just like you do. So if you find yourself in a rut, maybe you are not directed or in a position to go down the road of your purpose. We're going to look at a few things here. Looking at vision. Many of us are older, we were married, but in marriage, there is vision. In every aspect of your life, there's vision. Did you vision your mate, or did you just vision how she looks? You know how we men are, and women. Did you do the same? Did you see him in a vision? A vision. So I'm going to read a little bit out of my book, Characteristics of a Leader. Again, you can find this on Amazon. You can just type in Characteristics of a Leader and my name, Anthony Baxter, and it'll pop right up for you. I would recommend, if you're going to be following us for the next 9 weeks, to go ahead and get it, because there's a lot of questions after each chapter that you can answer to make you look within yourself under each characteristic that we'll be going through. All right. So out of the book, it reads this: women have made great strides in the last century. They've gone from being confined to the home and dependent on man to begin active members of society, with their own careers and financial stability. As they've become more educated and financially stable, as they become more educated and independent, they've also started to demand more from the men in their lives. Now, get that, men. Because they have elevated and they have accomplished, they're looking for men that have accomplished, that have gone to another level. Okay? They want driven and ambitious men who will support them as they pursue their goals. And as they pursue their goals, they also will be able to support you. Now, a woman who has her life together will be reluctant to let a man with no vision lead her. Get that? A woman that has her life together is not looking for a man that does not have a vision to take them both down. Okay? Without a clear vision, husbands may find themselves floundering when it comes to decision making and problem solving. As a result, wives may feel that they have to take on a greater share of the workload and shoulder more of the burden. That's one of the big issues, I think, in relationships today, is as women have come out of the home, they have careers, they're making money. In some cases, they're making more money than their spouse or their significant other. But that really doesn't matter. I think we as men, we get prideful. We think that, okay, she's making more money than me, to say right, and we get an attitude. But it don't matter. If you are working as a unit, she's just putting more money in the kitty than you. But you must have the purpose and the vision that's leading you, so you know what to do with this money that's coming in. As a result, wives may feel that they have more They have to take on more or a greater share of the workload. Why? Because men have been dumbed down from leadership. From leadership. You know, there's many men that are being followers to the significant other or the wife because they've gotten comfortable in their position that is not being a leader. Having a vision doesn't mean that you have all the answers. It simply means that you know what you want to achieve and you're willing to put in the work to make it happen. So I believe that this is the problem, putting in the work to make it happen. Again, we've gotten lazy. I'm going to tell you something. COVID really messed us up. It really did. Because we were getting $600 to $700 more on top of what they were giving us in unemployment for those that were collecting. So you are making probably more money off of what you were getting through unemployment than what you were making going to work every day. What did that do? Made us lazy. So now COVID is over. We've gotten accustomed to making all this money for doing nothing. So now trying to go back to a job making nothing when you were getting something for free puts you in a position of being lazy. But we have to come out of that. I believe it's a programming myself. I truly believe that. We must come out of that and work for what we need to reach the purpose that we were created for. Now, don't be discouraged if you don't have anything figured out right away. Instead, take time to reflect on the goals of what you want to accomplish. Then start taking steps in that direction. Now, as you do, God will begin to reveal more of his plan for your life. So I got a question. Whose plan are you living your life by? Yours or his? Now, I know there may be some that, you don't believe in God and this and that and the third, but that's okay. We'll say higher power or universe or whatever you want to say, but who's leading you? Because if you were leading you, you didn't create the purpose for yourself. So how do you know which direction to go? How do you know what direction to go? Now, I have a question. How many of you have heard of a vision statement? If you go into most businesses, they have those in their foyer, their mission statement and their vision statement. So their vision statement is basically stating what they want to accomplish. And their mission statement is basically explaining how they're going to get there. And the reason why they have it in the foyer is because they want you to see it so you can catch it. If you can catch their vision, you might want to join in. You may want to give. You may want to volunteer, things of this nature. That's the whole purpose of the vision. A vision statement. If we want to achieve our goals and live a life of purpose, we need to be able to see it clearly in our mind's eye. What do I mean? The things that you are purposed to do, I'll put it like this, are the things that even maybe you want to do that align up with the things that you're purposed to do. You'll see it in your mind. You'll see it in a vision. You'll see it in a dream. You'll see it. Have you ever heard if you see it, you can achieve it? If you see it, you will be able to achieve it. Okay? The Bible also says, write the vision and make it plain. So once you see it, you want to write it and put it plain so that you understand it, and put it somewhere so you can see the purpose and vision that you want to and you were created to achieve. That you want to and you are created to achieve. So a vision statement is simply a clear and conscious description of what you want to achieve, or goals, and live a life of purpose. We need to see it clearly and move in that direction. One of the key things that happens is we may be moving in our purpose, but distractions and things come that kind of stray or turn us and distract us to go in an opposite direction. You know, you have that V in the road where you can go left or you can go right. And I know myself, I choose many a times the wrong direction because I wanted to go in a direction that was going to get me what I wanted, or was going to bring what I wanted quickly. But sometimes patience is a virtue. So staying on track with your vision, staying on track with your vision. So what we want to do, we want to take a look at staying on track. Before we go there, I want to look at a couple of different things dealing with your vision statement. So it says in the book here, it says, writing a vision statement is an important exercise for any man who wants to be a leader in his own life. Without a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it will be difficult to set goals, make decisions that will move you closer to your desired future. But with a well-crafted vision statement, you will have a powerful tool that will help you stay focused and motivated on the things that matter most to you. So, if you're ready to take charge of your life and write your own vision statement, here are some simple steps to get you started. So let's look at these steps. Okay, one step is define your core value. So before you can write a vision statement, you need to know what your core values are. These are the functional beliefs that guide your action and decisions in life. They are the things that you are passionate about, and what makes you who you are. Okay. So define your core values. Secondly, identify your goals. Now, the next step is to identify your goals. What do you want to achieve in your personal life, in your career or business, or even your family? What kind of legacy do you want to leave when you pass away? Now, write down your answers to these questions and use them to form the basis of your vision statement. Now, in crafting your vision statement, let's start here. Once you know what your core values and goals are, it's time to craft your vision statement. Keep it simple and concise. The best vision statements are those that can be easily remembered and referred to when needed. And don't be afraid to revise it as your values and goals change over time. So it's something that, is going to change, and you're going to add to, you may even take away from. Now, your vision statement is a tool that will help you stay focused on what's important in your life. So take the time to write it down and make sure it's something you can refer to often. Okay. Now, again, staying on track with your vision, because believe me, there's going to be all kinds of distractions and things that are going to come your way. But we need to put on some of those little things that the horses wear, to where they can't see on the side, they can just see straight ahead. So we need to just continue to look straight ahead, and like the Bible says, not to the left or to the right. All right. In my book, it says it's easy to get distracted or sidetracked when pursuing your goals. There are always distractions and new opportunities that can lead you astray. However, it's important to stay focused on your vision and not let yourself get off track. Now, when vision serves as a north star, some things uh, to something to consistent keep in mind as you work towards achieving your goal. When you stay focused on your vision, it will become easier to make decisions that align with your overall objective. So, a lot of the decisions that we make may not align with our overall objective because some of these decisions are made based upon what we want and how fast we want it. When you lose sight of your goal, it becomes much harder to achieve them. Staying on track requires discipline and perseverance. People, perseverance and discipline is key if you really want to become a leader or begin to shift some things in your life, because you're going to have to persevere through the hard times, and you're going to have to be disciplined not to do what you want to do, but do what you need to do. But it's worth it in the end. By staying focused, you increase your chances of success and make it more likely that you'll reach your destination. So don't let anything stand in your way. Stay on track and pursue your vision. Now, I'm going to give you a few tips to help you stay on track with your vision. Listen up and write these down. I keep saying divine. Define your goals clearly and specifically. What do I mean? What do you want to achieve? Why is this important to you? What are the steps you need to take to get there? And when do you want to achieve these goals? Okay, here's another. Write down your goals and review them regularly. These will help you keep them in front and center of your mind and work towards them daily. So keep them in the forefront of your mind, okay? And every day work to get better at it. Number 3, break down your goals into small, manageable steps. We all want to get to where we want to go quickly, okay? But sometimes we need to take small steps, not leaps and bounds. This will make them seem less daunting and more achievable. You can then tick off each step as you go and see your progress every time. Okay, number 4 says this: share your goals with friends and family members who will support and encourage you. It's always good to be around people that are going to support and encourage you, because believe me, there's going to be many that are going to try to tear you down and tell you you can't, but you can do all things through Christ. So get around people that will motivate you. Matter of fact, those that are in your circle, do they motivate you? Do they encourage you? Do they support you? Or are they just there tearing you down and telling you you can't? You might need to change some people or X some people out of your life. Finally, don't be afraid to change course if necessary. What do I mean? Life is unpredictable and things don't always go according to plan. So if you find yourself kind of going in a different direction, reassess and readjust yourself as needed. Most importantly, stay true to yourself and what you want to achieve. I'm going to say that again. Stay true to yourself and what you want to achieve. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't, because you can. Just put your mind to it and stay focused. Put your mind to it and stay focused. All right, I said I was going to keep this around 30 minutes. So each one of our workshops are 30 minutes. You can always go back and re-listen to the episode. But vision is so important. You got to see it to achieve it. Without a vision, you're just aimlessly drifting through life. So let me ask you this question. Are you aimlessly drifting through life? Going this way, and then you're going that way, and then you're going the other way, but really, you're not going anywhere. Is that you? I would recommend that you continue to follow us over the next 9 weeks. Go to Amazon, order my book, Characteristics of a Leader, and then type in Anthony Baxter, and it'll come up. This is the cover. This is the cover. Okay. So I recommend it to all men and women, because women, y'all got character too. And a lot of you are in leadership positions. But do you have the character that is needed to be a great leader, a good leader, and have a following of people to where you could be home and they're working at 100%, not just lagging off because you're not there? What kind of leader do you want to be? Stay tuned. Come join us next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we are going to be going over developing effective communicational skills. Effective communicational skills. You know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's taking the time to say what you need to say in love and not in anger. Because, you know, a lot of people will just stop following you based upon how you react or respond to things that they may be dealing with or going through. So come join us next week, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. I hope to see you here. Until then, have a blessed week. God bless you.